Tana Mongeau and Noah Cyrus. Are they just super close BFFs or are they more than friends? Because, guys, I cannot tell anymore.
You guys be the judge because the two were spotted holding hands leaving a Town nightclub, which is here in California. Or I should say Town. It's actually a restaurant and a nightclub, too. But the two were spotted. Little PDA holding hands. Not gonna lie, I hold hands with my best friend, so it could be simply just friends.
It seems innocent enough, but then we saw on Tana's Instagram story just on Monday that Noah was dancing in her thong in Tana's living room.
My friends don't do this.
So that's where I'm like, well, between that and the hand holding, what's going on?
But here's the thing. From the horse's mouth, Noah Cyrus herself, she was on the Zach Sang show recently. And I mean, Zach has the same questions that we all have. And you know what? Take a listen to their conversation.
So, like, Tana Mongeau.
I knew you were going to bring up my girlfriend. Okay.
Okay, is she your girlfriend?
No, but I wish.
Okay,
Oh,
so Noah says.
Not her girlfriend, but she does wish.
Exactly, and as you guys know, the hand-holding, even Noah dancing around in her underwear on Tana's story, this is not the first time that Noah has been hanging out with Tana, let alone on her Insta stories. In fact, I feel like these rumors started swirling a little bit when Noah was seemingly flirting with Tana, like on Instagram stories shortly after she got married to Jake.
So much to where when Jake was on our own show here, The Download, he even said, Noah's trying to go after my girl.
Exactly.
So that, of course, led us to ask Jake, about Noah. Have they all hung out? Do they have an open relationship? What is the deal? Take a listen.
Since the start of our relationship, it's been like an open type of thing. Because that's just like how we both are.
Sure.
And I think Noah and Tana are like wanting to hook up and like and Noah's the one like pushing that narrative, which I think it's dope again. And
So you guys do have an open relationship then?
yeah.
So you would be all for Noah and Tana hooking up?
Yeah. Okay. I could be there.
I knew that was coming. I mean, confirmation right there from the horse's mouth.
And by the way, Noah saw this clip and she posted on her story and said, dream big, Jakey, like that's not happening. But again, we confirmed it. They're in an open relationship. Noah tells Zach Sang they're not in a relationship. That's not her girlfriend. But like the rest of us, I know a lot of us would love an update on Jake and Tana. And
well, ask and you shall receive, because they did take to YouTube, both of them posted on their own personal pages, a relationship update video. Basically, well, they said they had to do it for the fans because they had to clarify a few things, and I feel like obviously there's a lot of ongoing questions on Noah and whatnot, but in this video they really talk about how they are married. They clarify they are married and they are just figuring it out. Take a listen.
The point of this video is that like we both still have our lives and we're doing our best to mesh in a way. It's just like, it's hard, it's difficult. We both live really difficult lives.
So we came to this tent bed.
To tell you that we've been talking off camera.
Surprise.
So the question of whether or not Jake and Tana are the real deal, I think we have burned that into the ground.
Oh,
we
100%.
keep asking that over and over.
I mean, he literally told us they're the real deal.
Exactly. But for this, I do want to bring in our pal, Farai Bennett, in the control room, because my thing, Farai, and tell me if you agree, just be upfront about what this is, whether it's open and just for entertainment, if you guys are just friends. Like, how do you feel about their love saga?
So I personally think it's for entertainment, but part of me thinks that they were doing it leading up to it, and now they're like, well, what do we do now? I feel like I kind of love that they're proving people wrong by staying together, but I feel like they're only staying together to figure out what they want to do next. That's not obvious.
Because I think everything leading up to this wedding that we're seeing was for content. I mean, she hasn't even said it, it's for clout and for content. But now what do they do?
Well, listen, if you guys watch the full 15-minute video, like I did, of their relationship update, they talk about how they don't know, like there was a lot of momentum leading up to the wedding, and now they feel like they have this pressure of the whole world watching and waiting for them to have their first big blowout, first big fight, even break up. So they admit in this video that they have been taking some time. He's been working on his music. She's been dealing with some family things. They've been taking time to deal with things separately, but also as a team. She hadn't posted on her channel for 2 weeks. He hadn't posted on his for 1 week. So, of course, fans were like, oh, my God, what's going on? What's the update with them? them, did they break up? What, what's the deal? And that's why they felt the need to bring back a video, tell their fans that everything's okay. And at the end of the day, they are working on their relationship. This is a young couple who their road to the altar was very quick, and they're just figuring things out. They're taking things one day at a time, and that's the update that they gave us in their video.
It was quite eventful, and they said that they are still hashtag Jana forever. My question for you guys and for Farai, the Noah Cyrus of it all, are we reading into it?
No, we are not reading into it. That is so true. But I feel like she really doesn't want Jake to be involved because every time they're like Tana and Noah are together, Jake is never around.
That's true, but I feel like Jake's never around, period.
That's also true. He isn't. He's not around.
Just for when they have to shoot a YouTube video. No, I genuinely think they are trying to figure it out because they don't know. They've never been married before. They're just trying to figure it out.
To that point, they're young, and there are no rules anymore. I'm starting to learn. I mean, when we were talking about Ansel Elgort yesterday, wanting an open relationship, like there are no rules anymore. So keep doing, you guys.
To each their own.
But keep posting it on the gram because I'm fully entertained and I'm invested now. Can I just say that? Yeah.
Hashtag Jana forever.
Yeah. Well, if you thought Jana's relationship was a saga, enter the beautiful world of JEFFREE Star, y'all. Shane Dawson dropped part 1 of his new series, giving fans an inside look at JEFFREE's wild and sometimes misunderstood lifestyle. So what have we learned from this?
Well, we have 3 big takeaways, you guys. One of them being we're finally learning more about the infamous... Wow, I don't know why my hands are ready. I'm going to keep it behind my back. The infamous flip-off photo. If you guys remember this from not too long ago, it was beauty bloggers Laura Lee, Gabriel, Manny makeup artist, and Nikita Dragon, who were all, former friends of JEFFREE Stars, and they shared this photo on social media. I will say, flying high in their pedicopters, and with the caption that they are doing better without him, and the him in question would be JEFFREE Star.
And so he opened up about it in the first part of this documentary about how he really felt about that infamous photo. Take a look.
The next morning, after the opening, is when that middle finger picture hit the internet and Dramageddon happened. And it was just so sad because we were on such a high. The series had just ended. We just did this massive signing. Like I was so proud. Like we spent, a few years together, a lot of the time inseparable. It's sad because I genuinely love them. That's I think why I was so hurt, because there wasn't a fake friendship. It was so real. It was crazy. But I think it's a good breakup. I'm like, bitch, I'm over it now.
So real until it wasn't. But you know what, JEFFREE? I gotta quote The Devil Wears Prada. You know your professional life is doing great when your personal life is going down the drain. So, I don't know. Who's winning here?
I'm not gonna lie. Cue the sad music. It worked on me because I felt bad for a second. Obviously, you're at the high. Yes, but still, when you have real relationships and all of a sudden they're kind of almost like ganging up on you and they're over here and then they're taking to social media to get the whole world involved to feel like everything's kind of crumbling. Obviously, JEFFREE stands, on his own and he's doing amazing. Right. He's at the height of his professional life. But yeah, personally, that stuff obviously, that hits hard and that hits home. And JEFFREE said it hurt him. And he was, quote, genuinely sad about it. I would be too. I
will say when you do take it to social media in that way.
It's 10 times
And the
worse.
writing's on the wall because they are so open about their lives and who is on the good list and the bad list, But for JEFFREE, I will say, there's room for all of those beauty bloggers and he's doing just fine.
Obviously, there's a lot of drama in that world, but yeah.
100%. Speaking of, he also opens up about James Charles, you guys. We see that JEFFREE's still friends with James Charles because apparently the documentary was filmed in February, months before Dramageddon. Take a look.
Usually me, James Charles, Jacqueline Hill, whoever's free. Yeah.
That's what we like then.
Yes. Okay. Today. Got it.
Yeah, key word right there. Key phrase, I should say, is we like them. Quote, today. Obviously, we could have never expected all the drama between Tati Westbrook and JEFFREE Star and James Charles and all of that to happen. So, yeah, we like them today. Seems pretty accurate.
Did he predict their own fate? Because again, that was in February when he's like, I like them today. And then in May, things certainly changed, certainly between JEFFREE and James. That story still shakes me to my core. But what about you, Farai?
I think Jeffree thrives in the drama, though, because he's always kind of, like, putting himself into it. So I get that social media does react a certain way, but, like, you can't be mad if you're also reveling in other people's drama.
I'm with you, and I'm not convinced he's that sad about it.
I don't think so either.
You know what
and
I'm
like,
saying?
yeah, and
There
even
was no
that
sad
comment he
music.
said.
There was no sad music there. That's why.
Right. Even that comment he said to Shane, like, "We're good today." I'm like, that was shady.
Right.
Well, no, I think he's also calling it for what it is. The drama between the entire beauty industry is so fickle. It's up, it's down. You're friends, you're not. Like, I think he's literally just, calling a spade, and it being like, hey, this is how it is. I like some people today. I might not like them tomorrow, but you know what? A month from now, we could be best friends again.
That's literally the definition, I feel, of frenemy. Not exactly a friend, not exactly an enemy, definitely not a colleague. Like, it is what it is. They're frenemies.
All right,
True.
another highlight that we learned from part 1 of this documentary is that Shane and Jeffree actually bond over anxiety. And they add that although the public may believe Jeffree has a cocky persona, he says it's all a facade. Take a listen.
It's so crazy that you could build all of this and have all of this, and you're still like
Insecure?
yeah,
Yeah.
and nervous that it's gonna go away.
And I think that's what makes somebody successful. When I see other people being like, can't wait to sell out tomorrow, like, here we go, biggest launch ever, like, all that stuff.
Like that cocky attitude. I can like pretend sometimes to have that, but that's not me. Like, I'm the opposite. You know what I mean?
And
The opposite, because when you are also putting your life out there the way a lot of YouTubers, a lot of influencers do, you kind of open yourself to backlash.
Right.
You open yourself to trolls. You open to people just not getting your vibe and knowing who you are.
At
Truly.
the end of the day, no matter how much fame you have, wherever you are professionally, height of your career, whatnot, still growing, you are a human at the end of the day with real feelings.
Yep.
And you know what? Like, yes, I get it. You're a celebrity, or you're a YouTuber. You've opened yourself up to the world, but that doesn't change the fact that you feel the same things as a normal Joe Schmoes do as well.
And Jeffree revealed that also you get kind of scared of the lifestyle too. In fact, we also learned in the video that Jeffree travels with armed security guards who he says are ready to shoot to kill.
Hell.
Like, he's walking around like Kim Kardashian.
He also travels with something that resembles this.
Marijuana.
Yeah.
I said it.
In a green makeup bag. I mean, we learned a lot through this documentary.
Cut the edge off, the anxiety
The
that he's feeling,
anxiety,
traveling
for
around
real.
with all these armed guards. And
One of my favorites, though, because I love JoJo Siwa, as does the rest of the internet. We learned in the part 1 of the documentary that Jeffree and JoJo both have the same $150,000 watch.
Must be freaking
Must be nice.
Okay.
I know. That was one of the moments where I was like, wow.
We're poor.
Peasantry.
Well, listen, guys, Jeffree and Shane aren't the only digital stars getting candid about their lives. In fact, Toddy Smith just dropped his new book, I'll Give You $1 If You Consider This Art.
The book features stories, poems, comics, and other ponderables ripped from the diaries of Toddy Smith and Darren Nuzzo. I mean, this goes deep. I like seeing Toddy more candid than ever and also kind of emotional.
And kind of standing out on his own from the Vlog Squad, too. I will say that as well. But one thing we learned from the book is this excerpt here. He actually shared it on Twitter where he revealed he hasn't had a drink in 21 days. It's unclear when this diary entry was written, whether or not he's still sober, but he talks about how those days where he didn't have a drink in them were the most boring days of his life, but he didn't want to lose himself by even taking a sip.
Honestly, I appreciate that he is A, addressing his sobriety in such a public way, and B, being so open and honest about it,
But his honesty is how I feel about it. Sobriety is war, war, war.
He's also humorous about it. He's funny.
But the goal, he says, to keep winning, to keep a clear mind and stuff. For me, it was like, I just wanted to see if I could do it. I went sober for 30 days. Let me tell you guys, it was hard, okay? Wasn't that fun either. So I feel Toddy on that, okay?
All right, another excerpt from Toddy's book. Actually, again, and getting very candid right here. This one talks about dealing with your best friend's heartbreak and, how they will quickly return to you after a relationship ends. And I mean, that's shit. That's an emotion. That takes an emotional toll too.
Well, then, do you want the friend to come back out of nowhere after they're ending their relationship? It's like, where were you when you were still a couple?
We all have that one friend that once they get into a relationship, things change. I'm not looking at you. I actually genuinely, honest to God, was not looking at you. I'm just saying, I know people who are watching can relate to that and can relate to what Toddy is talking about. You all have that one friend who gets into a relationship and kind of forgets about people in the past, and then all of a sudden when the relationship's gone, oh, you're back in the forefront.
You're right. People do deal with that. It's a personality thing. It's all about balance.
I really wasn't talking about you.
I know, because I'm not like that. You know, I spread the wealth.
It depends on the friend. It depends on the friend.
What'd you say, Fry?
It depends on the friend.
It depends on the friend.
That's
right?
true.
Oh, see, Toddy awakened something in us, but that's what he's doing in this book. And in fact, that's just the tip of the iceberg. He really does get pretty personal in it, and it's something that Farai and of course our buddy Oscar Gracie talked to Toddy about just last week.
Okay, first of all, can you please tell me about this title and explain the meaning behind it? I'll give you $1 if you consider this art.
Yeah, it's kind of like a play on I guess art today, like what really is art. You know, people kind of like push out stuff just to get stuff out and like get views and make some money. But myself and my writing partner / one of my best friends, Darren, we really aren't like to sound like pretentious at all. But we really value like art and like just the creative process. So like we came up with that title like a couple years ago. And like it's perfect. It's what we're like going for. Like what is like, exactly what we're going for. Like not like a sellout type vibe, but really just like what we're creating and like what we're gonna give.
It's also the longest title ever, but
I get it.
I like it. No, I like it.
It totally sells the vibe though. Like I know you mean it. It's a long title. I think he's doing that facetiously. It's really funny actually. I love it.
I love it. And I'm happy for Toddy.
Yeah, it's a bunch of ponderables. Like I never seen that in a title of a book, but I get it. I get you, Toddy.
I talked to Toddy not too long ago. All the videos actually are up on our YouTube channel. It was at Instaskate, and again, like I love what you said about him venturing off, kind of setting himself apart from the vlog squad, and like doing his own thing at the moment, and it's really cool. So Toddy, congrats to you on the book launch.
Right, you're gonna actually be posting more from that interview, right, of the Vlog Squad tour?
Yes, they did a fun house tour, and they're gonna show us all the best Vlog Squad moments that have happened at the house, and they have this giant David Dobrik mural that everybody has to see. So I'm excited for you guys to see it.
Lifestyles of the rich and the famous.
Farai's favorite assignment.
Oh, the best. I look forward to it like all week.
Another day
like, when
on
are we
the
going?
Oh, well, speaking of another day on the job, well, this one, you guys, in Chicago, I feel for these employees right here. This is our most viral post. I'm sure you guys have seen it on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram, because this clip right here of a beverage cart has gone viral. I mean, this thing has... This thing has gone as viral as wild as it's moving.
Now watch this right here. An Envoy ramp instructor used a pushback tug to stop that out-of-control cart. Like, literally just ran into it while it was spinning out of control. According to Envoy Air, which is a company of American Airlines, a case of water bottles slipped and fell on the gas pedal of the cart, and it just started going like this.
Oh, my
gosh. You can tell, but the best part about it, of course, is the internet had a field day with it. We pulled up 2 of our favorite memes. By the way, no one was hurt in the making of this, so this is why it's funny now, but this was one of my favorites.
Yeah, when I was first watching, it was not funny.
Just circling back on my email.
You know, we all send that email. Following back on my email. Please respond to me.
And sometimes you feel like you're spinning out of control when you get that email. It's like, I won't respond.
And a shout out to Hotels.com, you guys, who had this version saying when you need vacay to overcome the post-vacay feel.
And the cart that interrupts your vacay is you going back to work.
Basically.
Guys, that's how it feels.
You know what? Listen, shout out to that employee. Like I said, not another day on the job here. That's excitement at O'Hare Airport. I'm flying in there on Sunday. I mean, I hope everything is situated by then. But again, no one was hurt with that, and that's all that matters. So
I thought it was really funny.
Yeah, it's funny. It is funny.
All right, guys, that does it for the download. As always, you can check out new episodes of the show Monday through Friday on the etlive app, so make sure you guys download it.
12 p.m. Pacific time. Put it in your calendar. I'm going to tell you guys every single day.
We're going to plug it always. Farai, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you, guys.
We'll see you guys tomorrow.